Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Namastute Vyasa Visala Buddhe Pullarabindaya Tapatra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purna Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipa. Om Dhyanamoolam Gururmurti Pujamoolam Gururpadam Mantramoolam Gururvakhyam Mokshamoolam Guru Kripa. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripa tamaham bande Paramanandamadhavam. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Maharani ki jai. Hari Om. We are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 13th discourse. The name of this discourse is the yoga of distinction between the field and the knower of the field. Of course, to have common understanding, this is so easy. Field means plot, and knower of the plot, the owner of the plot knows the plot. It's so easy to say, but let us see. Arjuna had the doubt in the beginning of this. After hearing all the qualities, all the you see, yes, qualifications of a disciple, that means of a pure devotee which is very, very dear to the Lord. After hearing that, Arjuna has the question, who is better in these two? Two, of course, that is gone in 12th chapter. In 13th chapter, he wants to know, one is so dear to you, who is so dear to you, by all means he attends you. You are the achievement also. So, he becomes one with you, and he gets the knowledge of the self. What is that knowledge? How does it look like? How it is? What kind of knowledge? So yesterday we have discussed so much about knowledge. Knowledge is divided into two kinds. One is informative, that is all the informations collected by the senses, by the contact with the senses with their respective objects, thereby accumulating some information, haphazard, momentary, changeable informations on the sense objects is a type of knowledge which is temporary, which is subject to change according to time, space and conditions, and that is informative knowledge, which is not so important for us, which is cause for all the confusion and misunderstandings, which is again cause for all the miseries and problems of life. And the other type, higher type of knowledge, the real knowledge, that is experiential knowledge, which cannot be expressed by words, by body language, never it can be. When the experience is expressed, it is bound to be modified or transformed, so it becomes something adulterated. So the pure experience cannot be expressed. That is called real knowledge, which is eternal, ever existing, eternal knowledge. In this way, Arjuna, of course, asked this question. He wanted to know the knowledge obtained by the great devotee of the Lord who gets united or oneness with the Absolute Lord. So in reply today, Lord Krishna has to say, the Blessed Lord said, what did he say? Idam sariram kaunteya kshetramiti abhidhiyate etadyo vetti tam prahu kshetrajna iti tadvidaha. Lord Krishna says to the answer of Arjuna, this body, O Arjuna, of course these are words. It has got so many different meanings. One word has so deep meaning, elaborately in different angles and so many different senses, meanings of it. This body, please hear attentively, this body and that body, what is that body and this body, O Arjuna, is called the field. Kshetra means field, literal meaning. He who knows it is called the knower of the field. By those who know of them, who know of them, who is there to identify, to recognize he is the knower of the field? There will be some third party who is going to recognize, oh, he is the knower of the field. And he should know also what is field and who is the knower and what is the knowledge. So in this way, it appears to be so simple, but it is so complicated. We have to, we shall try to understand each and every word. See, idam sariram, O Arjuna, Kaunteya, kshetram iti abhidhiyate. Kshetra literally means field. The body is so called because the fruits harvest, they reap of actions in the form of pleasure and pain are reaped in it as in a field plot. Yesterday we were discussing about a farmer. When the farmer plows the land is called plot or field. Generally the farmer use for their kith and kin, I am going to the field. What for? For doing some farming. He does farming in the field. And what is the result? He does some actions, efforts, and what for? He has to reap some result of it. Means some crops, some harvest, he has to reap. He has to get some result of his efforts, labor. That is how the farmer goes on repeatedly sowing the seeds of the crop, particular seasonal crop, and then he takes care of it, and in the end, when time comes, when the crop is ripe and is ready for harvest, he harvests it, means destroys the field. That means he has to reap the result. Then only. So construction means creation in the beginning by sowing the seeds and then taking care of it, existence of the crop, looking after it, and in the end he has to destroy it, and then only he will reap the result. In this way, three aspects: creation, sustenance, and destruction. So the farmer is the creator. We have to take in this sense. The farmer is the creator. He creates something, he protects it and sustains it for some time, and then he destroys it. The creator, sustainer, and the destroyer. Three aspects in one. That is, from other angle, the action and the reaction, the actions and the results of the actions, karma, karma phala. The great people have declared the whole world is nothing but a garland which holds so many flowers in one sting. Karma pradhana vishwakari rakha, jo jas karai tas phala chakha. The action is the thread which holds all the flowers in the garland. Sutre mani ganaiva. All these jewels, they are strung in a thread. That thread is the inner holder, connector, joiner of all, and it makes one. so many become one by the thread, and the thread is invisible. It is hidden inside. Similarly, this world is always, it is tied up, as it were, by the thread of action and reaction. Whole world is based upon it. So, now if all these ideas we keep in the basement, then let us understand what is what. What is the field? Lord goes to say, this body means you have to understand the body as a total group. It is not this bone and flesh. Anything which is a group, a totality, that is called body. The trust body, the body of the assembly, body of the group, means whole total oneness. That is called body. Not only this, of course, usually we use this group as a body of this one flesh and bone, and this body means, what is this? Is it identically told for a human being, or only for Arjuna, or for all the beings? Every being will have a body. See, if you draw a circle basing on a point which is called center, the whole circle is a body. Is it one or many? You have to see it analytically. Circle is, how is it defined? Circle is nothing but the track of a point or a dot which goes on without stopping, every moment changing its directions. Every moment changing its directions towards one side, not to every side. Of course, change we can change this way, that way, but it should change on one direction. All the moment it has to change the direction and then go on progressing forward. Then that becomes a circle, the pathway of a dot. And having same distance from the center of the circle. That is called a circle. So it is not one, it is so many, innumerable dots, innumerable points. You cannot count how many points or dots are there in the circle. This is how circle is a body, square is a body, rectangle is a body, triangle is a body, having so many aspects. Everything is a body. The construction body, where many are grouped in a group, accumulated in a group, that is called body. This is how we have to understand the meaning of the body. It is not only flesh and bone, not only human body, not only animal's body or bird's body. Body means a group. a total group. Now, this body, let us take this body means any body, Tom, Dick and Harry. any body is a body. So, you see, now we have seen the circle as a body. Circle has got so many aspects in the body. There will be a center, and there will be periphery. There will be so many members of the body, and every body, every members will have difference between them, and everybody is different from each other. That's how the directions and everything is changed, subject to change. So now, if we take this body means flesh and bone, human body, or a body of a living being, or even non-living being, any being, it is not one, it is a group, it is a body. Any form is a body. Form means which is demarcated with some lines, not one line. Line also is the track of a dot. So it is not one. Line is not one, many in itself. The pathway of the dot, whether it is straight or round or curved or circular, let it be anything, but path, the track where the dot travels. So in this way, every form is a body. Got the point? In this way we have to understand it analytically. Then only we shall understand the inner meaning. What does Lord intend to explain? What is called knowledge? What is called knowledge? He is answering to the question of Arjuna. What knowledge does a devotee get when he is dear to you, when he unites with you, and who loses his identity in you, just as the empty vessel, when broken, the inner sky loses its identity in the outer sky. It becomes one with the outer sky. It does not unite, nor it merges in it without doing anything. It becomes one with it. The inner sky has nothing to do. It remains as it is. And yet, when the demarcating line is withdrawn or deleted, broken, then the inner sky becomes one with the outer sky, without doing anything, without changing. And that's how the devotee, one-pointed devoted devotee, becomes one with the absolute Lord, the Supreme Truth, Supreme Self. He becomes one with it. And then what sort of knowledge he gets? That means what is the experience of such a devotee? What is the experience? What does he experience? That is called knowledge. We have now discussed The experiential knowledge which is never changeable is called real knowledge. Other knowledges are subject to change. They are not reliable, they are not real knowledge, that is temporary, momentary, informative knowledge. So now what knowledge does he get? Does he experience? That is, we are going to discuss. It is a very deep subject. Now, Lord Krishna says, this body, Kshetra means literally field. The body is so called because the fruits, harvest of actions in the form of pleasure and pain are reaped in it as in a field, pain and pleasure. If the crop is destroyed by natural calamities, the owner, the farmer is miserable. He is sorry, he has no joy. And if it results a bumper harvest, then he is very happy. So both things, two opposite things are the result, either pain or pleasure. That is everywhere we get. Yes?
So Maharaj, in initial chanting in the morning class, Swamiji used
Little louder.
in the morning session, Swamiji used to share these two words, I am and I. So should we understand relatively this I am means without body, the I am cannot be there?
It can be there. Why should you understand like that?
So then without body means without form, and it is I.
Yes, it can remain without body. If the building is body, can you not go out of the building and look at it, witness it? Can you not? So are you the building or inner of the building? When you see it all round from all sides, are you inside it? Are you the building? You are different from the building. You are the seer, witness. Why not? It can exist out of it also. That is how the knower, real knower, is beyond everything, beyond this body. We are coming there, don't be hurry, don't hurry. We shall discuss every bit of it. Or else, if this sloka is understood partially or point-wise, then the whole chapter will be easier to understand. He has given it in nutshell. So kshetra means the field, and yield is pain and pleasure both, either this or that. And this is explained in some of the Upanishads also. Dvabau suparnaha. Two birds, they live in this tree. This body also is taken as a field. This body is taken as a tree also. In the 15th chapter we shall see. Urdhva moola madha sakham. The roots are above of this tree and the foliage is downward. above and down, that also to be understood. Which is above? The sky is above us, isn't it? If the sky is above Indian's head, then why not it is under the feet of American? Why it becomes on the head of Americans? It is just opposite. So what is the meaning of above? And what is down? What is up? And how are the sides? What is called east and what is called west? We know something as east and west. Are they really so? Our understanding is always like that, haphazard, meaningless. So, by contemplating seriously, analytically, logically, from all round visions, we can understand a little, not all. Now here, two birds are sitting on the tree. This body is taken as tree also. This body is taken as a city also. The king of the city is abiding inside, in a palace, inside palace, in the center of the fort or the city. And this body also is taken as a machine. Once it is started, it will go on running. If the fuel is there, fuel is taken as the prana, the energy, and food is recycling the energy. So in this way, differently it is taken. Differently it is given example. This body also is taken as shall I tell? Will you not laugh at me? I am a mad chap. This body is taken as the bent tail of the dog. It cannot be straightened. It is always crooked. It is also taken as the house of all the bhutas, bhut koti. It is also taken as a village of senses, bhuta grama. So in different sense it is taken. Now it is taken as a field. And the result is reaped as both way, pleasure and pain, gain or loss. Everywhere we get opposite, pairs of opposites. So in this way, if it is taken as a tree, there are two birds sitting on this tree. One is sitting above the tree, on the top, witnessing the lower bird, which is ever restless, who is enjoying the fruits of this tree. Sometimes it is savory, sometimes it is sweet. When it enjoys the sweet fruits, it enjoys the joy. When it enjoys the savory fruits, unripened, haphazard, then it enjoys sorrow. So sometimes it is happy, sometimes it is very sorry. And this restlessness of the below bird is enjoyed by the above bird. It doesn't enjoy any fruits, it just enjoys the restlessness of the below bird. So in this way, this is described as a tree, and there are two birds, and these birds also should be understood. Who are they? How are they? Always our scriptures give indirect language. You have to contemplate, you have to understand the reality of it, or else you will not give any value to it. When the object is hidden inside and you search for it, after great research, when you get it, how much you enjoy. Oh, it is so nice to get it in the end. I am successful. Oh, I am the winner. If your enemy falls down at your blow, how can you enjoy it? You have to fight left and right. You have to lose sometimes to gain. That becomes a little pleasant. Now here the result is either good or bad, either joy or pain. Pleasure and pain are reaped in it as in a field. The physical, the mental and the causal bodies go to constitute the totality of the field. Field is not one point, one small dot. Field is, it has got length, breadth and everything, all the dimensions. So in this way, body also, as we think body is a total object, it has got so many aspects within it. See, mental body, physical body, and so many bodies are there within the body. You say, have you seen some banana? Have you ever eaten any banana? Banana means it has got a skin over the fruit, isn't it? Under the skin is maybe ripened banana, sometimes red, sometimes yellow, mostly yellow. And inside the banana skin, there will be some fibers, white. That is also not edible. A little thin layer of white, something. And then the pulp. Inside the pulp also some bananas will have some seeds, not all. In this way, many layers will be there. If you cut the pulp also, if you take cross section, you will see many layers are there. Some are quite white, some are little yellowish, some are little pulpy, little hard, in this way. Similarly, this body has 5 layers, 5 seeds we say. 5 C's made by food, mind, and intellect also, and and also by the bliss, we call it Anand, and the knowledge also. So different layers, different seeds, layers in this body. The innermost body is known as the heart. Innermost. Just as the king abides in the innermost chamber of the fort, quite safe and sound. Similarly, there is some innermost chamber in this body which is named as a heart. And there the knower of the body, controller of the body, the owner of the body, the knower of the body abides there. The king of the city, the owner of the field, in every sense. So that is called the innermost chamber or innermost layer. So in this way, grossly we can divide this body into 3 layers: mental and physical and causal body. What is called causal body? The cause of all the causes. The whole world is running by cause and effect rules. It is a cycle, cause and effect. Always the cause becomes effect when it is changed, and the effect becomes cause for another effect. In this way the cycle goes on. Cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect, in this way. So can you say what is the beginning of the cause and the root cause? Can you say? What is the beginning, starting point? When you are running in a circle, where is the starting point? When the circle is drawn, where from can you say after the circle is drawn, can you say where from it is started and where it did it end? Never it can be. So it is unending cycle. Unending cycle. It goes on. And the presence is the starting. So that is called cause of all cause. All causes. See, when there will be 2, there will be one will be cause for the other. This is called relativity. When there will be 2, when there is 1, there is no cause, there is no effect. There is no comparison, there is no relation. There is no relativity. There is no dependency, there is no independency. When 1 is there, it is beyond everything. All these comparisons, qualities and all that. When there are 2, everything starts. All the confusion, all the problems start. See, one will be compared with the other, then one is recognized as something. Without comparison, there is no understanding at all. And this is called relativity. It has relation with this has relation with this. That's how it is dependent on this also is dependent on this. Always they are co-related, co-dependent, co-active, co-existing. Everything is one with the other. So this is how one becomes cause of the other's effect. Because this is cause, the starting, then this is the end. This is, if this starts, if you count one from here, then it will be two. If you count one from this end, then this will be two. So it goes on. This is the eternal cycle. One becomes cause for the other. That is effect. One becomes one, then that other will become two. Second, isn't it? In this way, we have to go to the depth of the meaning. So, if it is one, there is no cause, no effect. If there are two, then one is cause for the other. So this is the effect, this is the cause. And it will go on. When two are there, three will be naturally there, four, and it goes on multiplying endlessly. This is how the space and time are ever growing. The world is ever growing. It has got no end. And that's how it is based on two aspects only. One is cause, the other is effect. So when there is one only, there is neither cause nor effect. This is how causeless cause becomes one. There is no cause. That's why if you say it as cause, then it is causeless cause. Self-dependent, self-effulgent, self-knower. Just as we were discussing in the morning. See, the lamp doesn't require any other lamp, other light to be seen. It is enough to be seen and to see, both. That is called self-dependent, self-effulgent light. This way, one is the cause of all causes. If at all you see starting point, that one is the starting point. Wherever it is, where it is everywhere. In the cycle, in the circle, anywhere and everywhere there are points, and that point is a center for many circles, innumerable circles. Over one dot, you can go on drawing as many circles as you can, endlessly till eternity. Isn't it? One circle, one center will have innumerable circles. So, that point, that center, anywhere you can find, that is called all-pervading truth. Everywhere the center is there. Center is not unavailable anywhere, ever present. That presence is called the causal body. Did you understand now? What is called causal body? Which is cause for all the causes. This is how. That is the beginning. because of which the body is a circle drawn, a demarcating line drawn on the center of that causal body. That is absolute presence. That is also known as the heart of hearts. The innermost chamber, one dot. Anuraniyan, smaller than the smallest. Mahato Mahiyan, greater than the greatest. One center, one finest dot, atom, lesser than atom even. Smaller than the atom. It can grow as big as you can think, beyond your imagination. So that is cause for all the circles, innumerable circles around it. So that is the root cause, without any cause. It is causeless cause. That is called the causal body, the center of the universe. Anywhere it is available. Just as the center you can find anywhere in the circle. It is all pervading, ever present. This is how we know the causal body. And around it there will be mental body, there will be physical body. Mainly we deal with three bodies. Of course, innumerable bodies are there in this body. So every atom in this body is a body. So many amoebas are there in the blood cells, in the nerves, in the muscles. How many lives you are holding in one life? Isn't it? RBC, WBC. They are all beings. They have life, different life than you. You are the universal body, which is the holder of innumerable bodies within it. You forget. And that causal body in the center of center, which is smaller than the smallest, that is the cause for all these bodies, innumerable bodies. Sometimes this body also is described as Purushottam. Purushottam, the greatest body, which holds so many innumerable bodies within it. In Yoga sometimes we discuss such a story which defines, which shows analytically how innumerable bodies are there present in one body. And you are the final greatest body, the bigger than the biggest, unimaginable. So now we have come to understand very little, which is causal body, and around it another body is there, that is called mental body, or the individual self, that also is termed in many ways. It is called the individual self, Jivatma. Jiva means individual being, and the self of it, that is called individual self, Jiva Atma. And this is also a body, so it is not one, It is composed by many aspects, many objects. So it is also called eightfold body. Eightfold body means the Puriyastak, that individual self which is around the causal body, which is caused by the causal body, and that also has eightfold bodies, all circles, eightfold, 8 bodies, 8 aspects, just as we have fivefold palm, means 5 fingers are there, and we can say it is sevenfold, we can say manyfold. As you look at it, so it appears to you, palm and backside of it, 2 sides and 5 fingers, so it may be 7. If you count the phalanges, it will be manifold hand, palm. In different angles, from different angles you see it, and you describe it, define it. So in that way, the same inner body or self or the individual self, Jivatma, also is named as eightfold Atibahik Sarir, because it carries all the 2 kinds of knowledge with it, and it changes. It takes sometimes gross form, it sometimes becomes subtle form. In this way it goes on changing its aspects. So it is called carrying body. Wherever it goes, it takes it all the belongings. Just as you go from place to place, you take your baggage with you, leaving the room, checked out, check out. Similarly, this body is carrying body, or eightfold body also, because it is constituted by 8 aspects. That is 5 units of the uh, 5 basic elements. That's how it is 5, and 3 gunas. So 8 or 5 units, the form, the sound, and the smell, touch, and taste, all these 5 units to see observe the out world measurements. 3 units, just as you measure a length by centimeter, by meter, by kilometer, by many ways. In that way, these units help you to observe the whole world in different ways. 5 elements also. The sky, air, fire, water, and basic principles, the earth. In this way, 5 units, and mind, prana also, energy, the movement, the momentum, that is prana, the vital energy, mind, the result of it, and mind has got ego also. So in this way, 3 triangular force and 5 units. In this way also it becomes eightfold body. So in different ways it is seen and named as with different terms, carrying body, individual soul, and subtle body, or eightfold body, carrying body, many ways it is named. That is the second body. And then gross body, and this gross body also is fivefold. It has got 5, 6 layers of existence. Outer is grosser. This more you enter inside, it becomes thinner or subtler. In this way, this body is understood in different ways. It is not one body. It is not flesh and bone only. So here, tomorrow we shall see further, little more we can see. These, we shall see it tomorrow also. Any doubts you have, because it is so complicated and so deep subject. The physical body, the mental, and the causal body. Mental body also is known as the individual body, or the causal body, or the eightfold body, in this way. And the gross body, of course, the physical body, that everybody knows, and that also has got 5 layers. The physical, the mental, and the causal bodies go to constitute the totality of the field. The whole total is known as the field. And what is grown in it, this field? It is not the physical body alone that forms the field. All the together is known as field. Any field, it will have different aspects, length, breadth, and the fertility, and the kind of soil, geological study of the field. Many things are there. In this way, we understand little about the body. He who knows this field, and he who beholds it as distinct from himself through knowledge, is the knower of the field or matter. Field is known as matter, subject of, or the subject, and the object is the knower of the field. So, the farmer is not the field, isn't it? Farmer is the owner of the field. It goes around the field. It protects the field. It sows the crop in the field. So it is different from the field. It is the enjoyer of the outcomes of the field, farming. So the farmer is different, the knower of the field. In this way, if this body is known as the field, threefold body, causal, mental, and physical, then we, the knower of the field, that also to be known. Those who know them, the sages, one who knows the knower and the knowledge, who is he? The third person. The knowledge and the knower of the knowledge is known by some third party. Understood now? You have knowledge, but you are not the knowledge. Be little attentive. You are not the knowledge, you have the knowledge. Knowledge is your possession. Just as body is your possession, my body. Just as the clothes are yours. This is my sweater. So you are not the sweater. This is my room. You are not the room. You are different from the room. This is my book means I am not the book. So you are knower the book, user of the book, controller of the book, everything. You are different from the book. So the knower of the knowledge is somebody else. Isn't it? I have this knowledge, you say. That shows knowledge is not you. You are different from the knowledge. Yes, I have gone through this book. I know what is the given in it. So you are different from this. Got the point? This way, the knower of the field, knower of the knowledge, the field and the knower of the field is known by somebody else. So in this way we shall see it tomorrow again, still elaborately. This is very complicated. Of course, the Lord gives a little hints afterwards in the next sloka. He gives little hints to pass through the, to enter into the matter. Those who know them means knower of the three bodies as a field, them, all these knowers, those who know these knowers, they are called saints and sages. They are the greatest scientists of the whole universe. They are the holder of the universe, the director of the universe. They are everything. They are not one, they are not many, they are beyond all these one and many. So this we shall see tomorrow. Anyhow, let us see. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasesate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Gita Mata ki jai. Hare